to be covering how to hopefully fix or completely eliminate the issues that you guys may be encountering or experiencing with Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and Warzone 2.0, right? So I am primarily on console. I'm on PlayStation 5. Now the tips I'm going to give you, I will also be inputting during the video for Xbox, PlayStation 4, all that good stuff, right? So, but I am primarily on PlayStation 5, so just keep that in mind. Now, all these steps that I went through, right, before I did it all, I was crashing maybe 8 to 7 times a day, which was insanely high. And it was really frustrating. Finally got in contact with Activision and they asked me to do a series of things and I did them all. Some I had already been doing in the past, such as restoring licenses and clearing my cache and rebuilding my database, right? But other things that I had to do as well to improve, I guess, the connection, not just that, but improve the situation overall. Now, as I've said in previous comments to my previous video, this is just the band-aid, I feel, because I feel that the real root of the problem has to do with their servers and any bugs and any stuff like that they actually have to fix, right? So until then, you know, I hope this actually helps you guys now. I'm going to be going through a series of videos that I recorded. Obviously, I can record specific things from the PlayStation, so I am using my phone to record it all. So anyways, guys, the next parts are just me going through the motions. I will be talking through it to tell you guys exactly what I'm doing, right? All right, guys, see you in a little bit. All right, guys, so how do you check this? So you're gonna click your settings and you're gonna go all the way down to storage. You're gonna click storage and it's gonna take you to where you see your console storage, right? You're gonna click console storage and you're going to go to your games and apps, and then you're going to go all the way down to make sure, or wherever your game's at, that it's actually in there. If it's not, you're going to have to move it to the PlayStation 5 or your Xbox One internal storage, right? The native one. If you don't know how to do this, I will post a link to where it walks you step by step on how to do that. All right, so let's move on to the next step. All right, guys, so right here in the screen, you're seeing it in words, right? Some people do it better. Well, it's, you know, they can read it or, you know, follow it this way. So it's here for that. Now, what you're going to do again, you're going to press the settings button. You're going to go all the way down to system. Now on system, you're going to click on system software and system software update and settings. Now it's going to tell you there if it's up to date, right? If it's not, then you can manually get it up to date. All right, guys, once you've done this and we're ready for the next step. All right, guys, so to make sure that this is off, you're going to click settings, go all the way down to screen and video. Click it, you're going to see video output. You're going to click video output, go all the way down. You're going to see an option that says 120 hertz output. Once you're there, click it and you're going to have the option to shut it off. Now, this is optional, however, it does help to minimize the crashing and the freezing until they fix this issue. Once you've done this, we're ready to go to the next step. Alright guys, so now we're going to make sure that our console is set up with a static IP. This should also be done on your router. If you don't know how to do that, I will also link a website for you guys so that you guys can follow directions on how to do that. But for now, we're going to be doing it on console. Alright, so you're going to press settings. You're going to go click network. Now, once you click network, you're going to go to your connection status, right? So you're going to click on view connection status. Now, all of the information that you see there, I recommend you take a screenshot or take a picture with your phone and leave it alone, save it, because you're going to need it for this next part. So once you're done that, you're going to click settings. You're going to go to set up internet connection. Now you're going to see where you're connected, right? Whichever, whether it's your Wi-Fi or your LAN, you're going to click options on your controller, right? And it's going to give you the option for advanced settings. So right now I'm just kind of going up and down, but you're going to click advanced settings. And then you're going to see where IP address settings is at, and you're going to click manual because you want to input this information manually. So now the screenshot that you took, this is where you're going to put it in. The important ones is your IPv4 address, your subnet mask, your default gateway, your primary DNS, secondary DNS, your proxy server you leave alone, and your MTU settings you leave alone, right? Once you put that, that means that this console's not going to flip from IP addresses to another IP address, right? It's constantly going to stay on that same one. And now once you've done this, we're ready to move on to the next step. Alright guys, so to do this, you're going to press settings, you're going to click on user and accounts, you're going to go all the way down to other, you're going to see restore licenses, click it, and you're going to restore. So you click restore and you're just going to wait until it's done. This can take a little bit, it can take a long time, it just depends, right? The important thing is that you're just going to let it finish. Once it's done, you click OK and you're done and you're ready to go to the next step. Alright guys, so you're going to turn your game on, you're going to go to settings, you're going to go down to your graphics. Now, I've left my on-demand streaming textures on, feel free to turn it on or off, up to you. As everything else I have on screen, I just have it for better visual. The important part here is the 120 Hz refresh rate. I have it on. Now, if you turned it off previously, right, through the console, then it's not going to show up on the game itself. But if it does, you can turn it on or off. Now, for me, like I said earlier, it's optional because I find it hard to play the game without it. I feel like the graphics are a little too wonky for me. But again, it's your choice. If you want to test it out completely and see, hey, I'm not crashing anymore, it's not going crazy on me, it's not freezing, nothing, then that's the fix, right? However, for me, I would rather crash once or twice a day and have it on, right? Because I want to be able to see my game the way I want to see it and feel the way I want it to feel. But again, that's your choice. That's optional. Alright guys, once you've done this, we're ready for the next part. Alright guys, so now you saw it in words. I make sure to put it up for you guys in case you wanted to read it. But remember, I am on PlayStation 5, so the following is specifically for the PlayStation 5. Make sure if you're still uncomfortable on doing this part without seeing a video, Google it, YouTube it, right, for your specific console. Alright, so you're not going to press the disc button. That's why I'm waving now. You're going to press the bottom button. You're going to press hold it until you hear the second beep. Alright, so now you're going to connect your controller and press the PlayStation button. Be careful here to do exactly as I tell you. You're going to go all the way down to number 5 that says clear cache and rebuild database. You're going to click it. You're going to first do the clear system software cache, press OK, and wait for it to reboot. Alright, now that it's restarted, you're going to turn it off once again. Now once it turns off, we're going to repeat the same steps that we did earlier to get it back into safe mode. So again, you're going to press and hold the button until it beeps the second time, and you're going to let it load up. All right, so now go ahead and reconnect your controller. Now you're going to go back to number 5, clear cache and rebuild database. This time you're going to go to number 2 and rebuild database. Click OK and let it rebuild the database. Now this one, depending on how long it's been since you've done this may take longer, right? Longer than if you do it regularly. So just let it finish. Let it do everything it needs to do. And once it's back up, then you're good to go. So. All right, now that that's done, everything's done, right? Another additional step you can take is to do port forwarding, and that is completely up to you as well. That is done in your router, right? There's a lot of great port forwarding websites to forward ports for your PlayStation as well as for any game that you're playing, right? So definitely look that up, and I will try and put a link for it on the description for this as well. So anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful and solves your issues. If you're still having problems, remember to report it to Activision so there's more reports in, right? So they can actually do something about it. But anyways, guys, until next time.